previously we have did compass survey, and in the lecture 8 I have already explained you what is leveling, why we will be using the concept called leveling for finding the reduced levels, means elevation or depression, means wherever, for example here I am standing, where I am here, if I am standing here, means this is your normal level of your earth position which you are standing here, but in leveling what we will be taking from the mean sea level. What is nothing but a mean sea level here? From the sea position, from the mean sea level, means from the sea position whatever the value we have taken, the average value we have taken from the high tide to low tide, high tide to low tide which we have taken after the every 19 years you will be getting that mean sea level value, we will be calling it as a MSL. Now we are taking that MSL value from the Mumbai. For every 19 years the MSL value will be changing. We are already on the Deccan Plateau. Hyderabad is located on the Deccan Plateau, right? From that our values will be, our reduced levels will be starting from the height of the Deccan Plateau. These values will be given by the state government, that is Survey of India, that is located in Uppal. I have already explained you on the board, right? As I have already told you, for conducting the leveling experiments we have different types of levels, that is one is dumpy level, one more is auto level, and one more is Y level, one more is tilting level. So right from here, from the here in our lab we are having the equipment called dumpy level. Before placing this instrument I have already told you there are two types of adjustment in this any equipment, that is temporary adjustment and one more is permanent adjustment. Permanent adjustment we will be having inbuilt in the equipment, you will be having, right? The temporary adjustments you have to do on the site itself, that is centering, leveling and focusing. Centering can be done by using the rough stone or by using the plumb bob. So see here I am placing the tripod here, right? Your tripod whenever you are placing, that should be at this level, for the free movement, for free sighting towards the whatever the target you are having. So right here we have already did the centering. First whatever the centering we did, that is correct or not, we will be checking by using the plumb bob. Here we are using the plumb bob. Here you will be having the hook. Let it be. Get the chalk. Hold the thread. Please drop the chalk from there. Right. Please mark the center. Right. Like this you have to locate the center by placing the tripod here. Right. Then after, like this we need to check. Here also you have to check as this is in a center or not, right? We will place the dumpy level on the tripod. This equipment is known as the dumpy level. By using the help of this we will be fixing the dumpy level. This please fix it. Why it is not coming? Is the dumpy level. I have already explained you in the last class, but again I will explain you in the field. This part is known as, first I have already told you centering, leveling, focusing. First part we have already done by using the plumb bob. Next we are going for the second term called leveling. See here, one by one I will explain you clearly. This part you can see it, which portion is there. This is known as the tri-wet. This portion is known as the tri-wet, and upon that you have 3 screws. These screws are known as the leveling screws or foot screws. By using these foot screws only, inside you will be, this equipment will be maintaining the horizontal line of sight, which is imaginary for us. Which is imaginary for us. I have already told you, by using the leveling equipment we will be finding the vertical distance by using the horizontal line of sight. This is called as the horizontal line of sight, which is passing from here to whichever the target you have, right? So for that horizontal sight, inside you will be having the horizontal plates. So by for making this horizontal line of sight purely horizontal, we will be taking the help of this 3 foot screws, right? By using these foot screws only we will be doing the leveling. How we have to do the leveling means, see here, you have to choose any 2 foot screws. For that 2 foot screws you have to keep your telescope parallel. Keep your telescope parallel to 2 foot screws. You people come here.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? You have to make your, this one, telescope should be parallel to any 2 foot screws. So here I am choosing these 2 foot screws. You have to make it either in or out. So you people will be having doubt, madam, how we will be coming to know either it is made purely horizontal or not. See, here you guys can see, here you guys can see the bubble tube. This bubble tube will be having the liquid inside called spirit. Spirit, you people know that will be having a, right, here it will be having a bubble inside,
Yes, ma'am.
right, center. So for this spirit bubble only we will be conducting all our leveling experiment in the spirit leveling concept. I have already told you 3 levelings, 3 methods of 3 levelings are, one is barometric leveling, one more is trigonometrical leveling, third one is spirit leveling or direct leveling. But because we are using spirit here, we are telling that as a spirit leveling. On spirit leveling only, complete leveling concept we are working, right? So see here, I am taking telescope parallel to these foot screws, either in or out. You should not make one in, one out, either clockwise or either anti-clockwise, right? So here I am taking this,
Both in.
both in, inside. See my fingers,
Yes, ma'am.
see,
Center, ma'am.
right? By using these foot screws I have made the bubble into center. 2 foot screws. I have already used these foot screws. Next, the work of these foot screws has completed. Now I am taking the help of other foot screw, either 2 at one time, only 1 at one time. You have to use 2 at one time and 1 at one time only, right? Now I am keeping perpendicular, telescope perpendicular to these 2 foot screws, right? Now I am using this one, right? 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 I am using the 3rd foot screw for leveling the bubble tube. See here.
Center, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You please observe that whenever I am rotating the foot screws, your equipment is getting into the balance position. See, you check it. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Next, this part I think this concept is clear for how to do the leveling, right? Here you will be having a mirror also. If I turn this telescope in a 360 degrees also, you will be getting your this one in your bubble tube in a level,
Level.
right? If you turn like this also, once we follow this procedure for this equipment, only for this equipment, you should not follow this concept for other equipments. Other equipments will be having different concepts, right? Next, then after, this part is known as the try back. This part is known as the try back, which is resting on the foot screws, and complete equipment is holded by this try back, right? Here you will be having a compass for in which direction we are rotating our telescope,
Telescope. Yes, ma'am.
right? From 0 degrees to 360 degrees, manual compass has been attached to this one, right? Next, we are going to the term called focusing. Focusing can be done by two things. One is focused by eye, and one more is focused by object glass, right? Here, this part is known as the object glass, sorry, this is focusing screw, right? Here you will be having a,
Focusing.
इसको फोकसिंग स्क्रू नहीं बोलते हैं, पॉज करो, right? This is called eyepiece. This is completely your telescope part. This is known as the eyepiece, and this is known as the object glass. Your horizontal line of sight will be passing like this, Here you will be having a zoom in and zoom out lenses here, right? Through here we will be targeting, we will be observing to the object, right? Here, see here how to clear the vision. So here you will be having a one screw here. For clear vision, we need to take the help of the focusing screw. This is the focusing screw. So you people will be having a doubt, madam, what we will be observing here. In the class, I have already told you, inside the eyepiece you will be having a one diaphragm. Can I get book? We will be having a diaphragm inside. In that you will be having a three stadia hairs. One is upper stadia, one more is lower stadia, and middle one called cross hair. Here the cross hair, see everyone, here whenever you are observing from the eye glass, you will be observing like this, right? This is the upper stadia, this is the lower stadia, this is known as the crosshair. Here in the dumpy level, we will be neglecting upper stadia and lower stadia. We need to take only crosshair. You people can see the diagram here. I have already explained you on the board this one, right? This is upper stadia, this is lower stadia, and this one is crosshair. Wherever this crosshair will be bisecting the leveling staff, at that value we will be taking, right? I think your concept is clear. This you will be observing on the object glass, right? See here, by using, I am targeting to the some object there. By using this one, I am eliminating the parallax error. Parallax error is nothing but making the crosshair clear on the particular target, right? Right? How we will be coming to know that the parallax error has been eliminated means you have to take the help of any white paper. You have to keep it the object glass for the clear vision of this one. Now the students will check. You please check this one. I will post this video in the upcoming one. Right? You people can check. Pause. Check karo. Right, this is called focusing screw, and one more is tangent screw. I'll explain you what is this tangent screw means. For example, your crosshair has to be here. This is your target. Your crosshair used to be here. But what happens? Slightly here, but the crosshair is here. Now you cannot move complete equipment.
Yes, ma'am.
You cannot move complete telescope, right? Now what I am doing, I am taking the help of the tangent screw. This screw is known as the tangent screw for the slight movement of your crosshair. For the slight movement of your crosshair. For example, I am fixing the target here, but your crosshair is slightly here. Your crosshair should be here, but it is here, right? So what I am taking, I am taking the help of the tangent screw for the movement of your crosshair, right? That is the use of the tangent screw, and this is the fixing screw. Fixing screw, when I will fix this one, your telescope will be fixed. I think there is some problem with this one, but this is the use for fixing your telescope, right? Next, I think I have explained everything. I am left with this one, right? For example, my target is over there. First, I cannot go directly. If I go directly with by using the eyepiece, it will take time. For that, what I will be doing? I will be doing the rough bisection. So this part is known as the bull's eye sight. Bull's eye sight. So first, what I will be doing? I will be bisecting from here.
Yes, ma'am.
Bisecting from here. Then after, I will be directly seeing the object like this, right? For the rough bisection, I will be taking the help of this one. Here upside you will be having one circle. Here for downside you will be having one circle. When this circle and this circle meet at one point, then that is known as the rough bisection. Rough bisection, after that we will be going for the by using the eyepiece, right? Next, we will be taking a leveling staff. As I have explained you in the class, that leveling staff, we will be having one folding leveling staff and one more is the target staff. This is nothing but the folding leveling staff. Here we are taking. In our laboratory, we will be having a 4 meters height leveling staff. Whatever the horizontal line of sight will be there, that horizontal line of sight will come and meet on this one. So right from there, from the reduced level 2, we will be taking the height of this one. The least count of this one is, the least count of the leveling staff is how much? 5 mm. The least count of leveling staff is 5 mm, means here you can only see up to the 5 mm. The last value which you can take on this leveling staff is 5 mm only. So right, you people are observing here all black bands, right? I think you people will be saying only black dots only you have to count. No, the white background is also called as one band. Black and white band. Each band value will be 5 mm. Each band value will be 5 mm. Means here this will be 5 mm, this will be 5 mm. For example, if I am getting the value at, if I am getting a value here, means your crosshair is bisecting here. Now tell me what is the value you can take here. See here, this is completely in the meters. The 5 mm will be your least count, right? Here I have already told you yesterday, right? This is called as the 0.9 meters. So 0.9 means 90 centimeters here, 100 centimeters we are taking as a 1 meter here, right? Here this will be 1 meter. Here where I have placed this one? Here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So see here, this is 1.90. 1.90. Then what will be this value?
1.91.
1.905.
5 mm na?
1.905. Here 1.910. 1.915. 920. 925. 930. 935.
940.
940. Here it is the 940. No. Here it is the middle.
Middle part 937.
You have to make 5 into 0.25. 0.025. Right? 935 or 94, how much?
935 tak wa ma'am.
935
5.
means that will be 975.
Yes, ma'am. 975.
Right?
Correct. 0.2.
0.25.
Right? 0.25. Like this you have to take this one. So how to get the values and how to book the reduced values, I will show you in the book. Right? Right here By using the leveling staff, we will be finding the horizontal distance. I have already told you how to take the value on the leveling staff. So here we will be having the horizontal line of sight from the eyepiece to object glass that will be falling on that one, right? Now I am targeting towards the right. This crosshair is bisecting on 0.865, right? So please check the position of your this one cross staff. Where I am keeping that one? I am keeping that one on some height. Why we are keeping the first value on some height? I have already explained you that there we will be having a benchmark. Without any reference point, we cannot continue the surveying. We cannot continue any surveying. So here we will be having a one term called benchmark, right? We will be having a one benchmark. That benchmark we will be getting from the mean sea level, right? That I will be explaining you in the next class, right? We have kept the leveling staff on some height. Why we have kept the leveling staff on some height? Because that we are considering as a benchmark. Benchmark is nothing but the value which you will be getting from the mean sea level, right? From mean sea level at what height? From the sea level, I have already told you, for every 19 years we will be taking a one value. That value is known as that value from the sea, right? That we are taking from the Mumbai. That value will be given by the state government, right? State government to the particular regions. So here we are taking the temporary benchmark as 100 meters. So right, that will be our reference point to conduct the experiment today. Today whatever the reference point which we are taking, that as 100 meters we are taking. On that, the first value which we will be taking, that is known as the term called backside. In your this leveling, you will be having a terms called backside, intermediate side, foresight, and if you are taking the two methods to book the reduced values. First one is the height of instrument method, second one is the rise or fall method, right? By using these two booking the reduced values, we can conduct any experiment and we can calculate the values and we can get the elevation or depression, right? These are the height of instrument and rise and fall. And you will be having two types of leveling. One is simple leveling and one more is the differential leveling. Simple leveling means by using a single station, we can take any staff points. Means your telescope, how much distance it can cover, that we will be taking from the simple leveling concept. Means only single station. If you are going for the differential leveling, you will be having a number of stations, number of instrument stations. So that is known as the differential leveling. Today we will conduct the first one, that is simple leveling. Next point we are taking for the intermediate site, right? That at 5 meters distance from the this 0 point, right? So we have considered we want to take only 5 staff points at a distance of each 5 meters, means that will become 20 meters distance, right? We will be getting all 5 values. .210 is the value, 1.210. Next, so that value will be considered as the intermediate site. Next move.
मैडम इसमें लिखना है ना?
Yes. 2.105. Next intermediate site value. Next intermediate site value, right? Now we want to shift the instrument. Now we want to wind up the experiment. So we want to take the last value. So whenever you are taking the last value, that value will become a foresight. Remember this one. After keeping the equipment, immediate value which you will be taking on the reference point, that will become a backside. Before taking out the equipment, whichever the value you will be taking, that will become a foresight. Remember this one. So whenever you will be taking that one, whatever the middle values will be there, that are all called as the intermediate site values. These all values I'll put on the board and I'll solve the problem. You will be coming to know it clearly whenever we will solve the problem, right? These are all the terms which we will be using. The last value which I want to take is, I am considering it as the .925, right? So this we have to take in the foresight. This we will be taking in the foresight, right? Right, you will be having a, yes, take this, let it be, keep it as a foresight, right? These all values we will be placing in the, I will be calculating on the board. You please check all the, I have already told you we will be having this type of columns here. We will be placing all the values in this one, right? See everyone, you have a two methods to calculate this one. One is height of instrument method. See here. Here is our, I have given the figure here. Here is our equipment. The first value which we have taken on the benchmark, that is the back side which we have taken, and the three values which we have taken, that is the intermediate side. You can check the figure. It is not mandatory that you have to take the back side, back of the equipment only. Wherever you want, you can take the first value, but you have to consider that one as a back side. Wherever you will be getting the reference point, you have to take it as a back side. Then further, if you want to continue the experiment, then whatever the values before taking out the equipment, that values will become a intermediate side. You have to place that values in the tabular form, right? Here I want to take out the equipment. Here when I want to take out the equipment, when I want to shift the equipment, the last value which we will be taking, that value is considered as a foresight, right? Then after, if you want to shift the instrument, then that experiment will become a differential leveling. After shifting the instrument, that point will become a change point, right? Here I have written that change point. Here the same, whatever the value you have taken at the foresight, the same on that same staff, the position will be same, and we will be telling the surveyor to turn back the staff, and the same on the same staff we will be recording one more value. That value we will be considering as a backside, right? Thus here you can see here we are placing backside here value, intermediate site values, and one more is the foresight. Here we need to place the value, and in the same column, whenever we are shifting the point, at that moment we will be placing the backside. The same backside value will be placed in the same row, as we are taking the value on the same staff on the same position, right? This all values we will be keeping on the board, and we will be solving in the next class. Thank you.